Pastor Chris Wilson. We are doing our second campaign video, and this video today will be some highlights of some of the projects that we're doing with the campaign. We have two special guests. We've got Phil Askey, who is in charge of our property this year, and Brandon Adams, who is our staff person for grounds, and they will be pointing out several projects, so hope you like some of the stuff they're going to share with us today.
One of the items that we have on a capital campaign is removal of this wooden fence that's somewhat dilapidated. We're going to put in a 4-foot, maybe 5-foot metal fence with protective coating, and it'll be aligned a little different, mainly for safety, and blends in a little bit to the church surroundings.
It's been a project we had planned for when we fixed the creek the first time. We put in the new dam and all that stuff to protect the rest of the fence and parking lot from falling in. It kind of got put off the last time just because the finances, and this time we're excited to kind of make it a little safer than what it was. Another project we have is repairing the current asphalt on the property. As you can see, there's a lot of spots where water runs off, it deteriorates the asphalt, peels it away. Every couple of years we need to get it resealed, relined, just to give it a good coat. During the winter it's pretty rough on it, and as they plow it starts pushing bigger chunks away each time. So it's only going to get worse. It's something we really got to address and clean up and get a good nice coat on it to keep it protected. Another project we have is the addition of some pergolas over the top of our flower beds on all areas around this circle patio except for over here. But we used to have this years ago. It got deteriorated, it ran down, it got really unsafe, the wood was going to fall. We really want to bring that back, re-add that appearance that it gave, the aesthetics of it. Also, it gives some shade to the plants and things like that, so we're not always having sun beating down on all the flowers down here.
Also, we're talking about a nice archway pergola right here. This one served okay, but it's, as you can tell, you kind of can run into it. But it would be a nice curved archway, it was a little bit higher, and tie into the other outreaching pergolas that we built. Another item that we need repairs are the concrete areas that are cracked and spalted, and kind of washing away and kind of a little unsafe too. So we'd have to come in here and tear this out and re-pour some new concrete. This is the walkway, handicap walkway up to the sanctuary. There's areas where the stairs are that need to be knocked out and replaced. So it's kind of more, that's what happens to concrete, freeze thaw. But these areas will all be repaired.
We have 19 HVAC units throughout the property. Some of them are original from the very first build back in the 90s. Their life expectancies already happened. Luckily, they have survived us this long, but it's only a matter of time before some of these units start going out. We have repairs every year that have to happen to them. It could cost us thousands of dollars that are in the budget. A matter of time before they all start going out. And if they all happen at once, it'll be a big problem. So we got to be prepared for that and know that that's coming.
Yeah, when these units lose their chilling factor, they have to be freoned, and the freon that's used on these are very, very expensive. They've got a substitute now, but it's not quite as good. So every time we have this service these units, it costs a lot of money.
Another big item we'd like to address is especially the exterior doors, eventually the interior doors, but adding some keypads to the main doors that we use every day, so someone wouldn't have to have a key to get in here. It can be monitored from an app and also from the computer, so we can see who's coming in when. We can let someone in for a certain amount of time, close off gaps of hours when people can be in the building. It would allow us to have more control of the doors, also for people who don't have a key to show up anytime they want and have access talking to us to get into the building, which happens a lot on the weekends. Another item that kind of goes with that is the security of the building, is adding some cameras at every door. We have a camera system right now. It's more of a broad view of just the property so we can see what's happening, but more individualized camera systems that will cover the doorways, cover more high traffic areas throughout the property. So while people are here, we'll have a little bit of an idea of the things going on. When people aren't here, weekends, nighttime, have a view of what's happening in each one of our doors on the property, Just gives us a much more safe feeling of knowing what's going on, opposed to the second we all leave, there's a 12-hour stretch where no one knows what's happening at the property. So that's a big item we'd like to address.
A real important item in the capital campaign is redoing the stage, sanctuary. We've got a lot of areas that have been torn, so the carpet will be replaced. The structure below and all the wiring, the micro outlets and instrument outlets will be replaced. So all this wire, the cords are laying about will be gone. We're going to address the sound bar.
We'll be adding a new digital soundboard to it. Right now, it has to be operated from this panel. This will be a digital panel. This will allow us to have someone on an iPad remotely anywhere in the building, really, and they can control what's happening in the sanctuary during service, opposed to having to have someone come back here during service, adjusting it, messing with it. Just gives us more technology, more of an advantage to have someone else throughout the place that maybe hears what's happening during service, can make adjustments on the spot right there.
As you can see, there's some stuff outside, there's stuff inside. There is stuff that we are excited to have as part of this campaign. If you've not given already, be sure and get your pledge in. We're trying to wrap up the campaign here on June the 5th. Every pledge makes a difference. So far, we are 66% of the way toward goal 2, which will actually get us to goal 3. So every pledge matters, every gift counts, and together we can do amazing things. So I hope you'll contribute and be part of the campaign at St. Andrew.